Good morning, children. So today we are going to learn about the changes, physical and chemical. So in our last video, we learn about different types of changes. Some are the useful changes we learn, harmful changes we learn, then fast change and slow change we learn, some reversible changes and irreversible changes and their examples we learn. Also, some changes, they are periodic changes. Some are non-periodic change that we learn. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the physical change and chemical change. What is mean by physical change? What is mean by chemical change? So in some changes, the properties of the original substances remains the same. So let's see about physical change. When a change occurs in a substance, the properties of the original substances remains the same. That is, there is composition, their composition remains unchanged. No new substance is formed. Such a change is called a physical change. Okay, where is physical change? Means when a change occurs in a substance, the properties of the original substance remains the same and no new substance is formed. So when that change is formed, so that is a physical change. Okay. Then what is meant by the chemical change now? Now suppose take an example of physical change. Melting of an ice. Melting of an ice. So when ice convert into water, it is a physical change. It's state change only here, but no new substance is formed. The original substance is water. When again you freeze the water, water changes into ice. Okay, so ice into water is a physical change. When you tear a paper, take a sheet of paper and tear it into small pieces, so it is a physical change. So paper की जो property होगी वो नहीं change होगी, सिर्फ उसका shape और size change हो गया. So it is a physical change, means a change in which no new substance is formed is called a physical change. The change in its state, size, and shape of the substance are physical in nature, so they are called physical changes. Okay, let us see some examples. Ice melts into form the water. Though ice and water are different states of matter, ice is in solid state of matter, whereas water is in liquid state of matter, and both are made up of water molecules. Okay, its composition remains the same. Thus, no chemical substance is formed during the melting of ice. So melting of ice to form water is a physical change. Understood? Then when you tear a paper, the piece of paper, each piece still is a paper, considered as a paper. Only its size change, its shape change, and has been no new substance is formed in that. So tearing of a paper is a physical change. Okay. Then another example, melting of wax. When a wax melts, okay, so melting of wax is also physical change. Here also no new substance is formed. The physically the wax, no chemical reaction takes place inside the wax, so wax remain as it is. Okay, so wax, melting of wax is also a physical change. Okay, children. Then let's consider chemical change. What is mean by the chemical change. The change due to which one substance is transformed into another substance having new and different properties is called chemical change. When a change occurs in the substance, the fully change takes place inside the substance. Its chemical composition also change in chemical change. वो जो पुराना substance होता है उसका पूरा internal change हो जाता है. It is irreversible process. Chemically it change, so that means it is the chemical change. So take an example of chemical change when you convert milk into curd. When the formation of milk that into curd, it is an example of chemical change. Both the properties of a substance change. जो भी मिल्क होता है, मिल्क से हम लोग कर्ड बनाते हैं, तो क्या होगा, मिल्क की टेस्ट अलग है, कर्ड की प्रॉपर्टी अलग है ना. मिल्क इज इन स्वीट टेस्ट, वेयर एज द कर्ड इज इन कर्ड टेस्ट इज सार. ओके, मिल्क फुल्ली लिक्विड फॉर्म में है, कर्ड जो है सेमी सॉलिड फॉर्म में है. उसका टेस्ट, उसका इंटरनल केमिकल चेंज, कंपोजिशन टोटली चेंज. So conversion of milk into curd, that is a chemical change. Then when you burn a paper, so burning of paper is a chemical change. Okay, the change in which a new substance is formed is called a chemical change. Burning of paper is a chemical change. When the paper burns, it releases various gases. The paper turn into ash, and the properties of new substance formed in a chemical change are entirely different from those of the original substance. So burning of paper is totally changed. You will get ash when you burn the paper. So burning of paper is a chemical change. Okay. So when you burn a piece of paper, entirely new substance like carbon dioxide forms, ash also form, smoke also produce. So burning of paper is a chemical change. Okay, then next topic is, so the process of formation of a vapor from a liquid. So see here, the process of formation of vapor from a liquid is called evaporation. You know what is meant by evaporation? When the liquid changes into its vapor, that is evaporation. So drying of clothes, formation of salt from seawater are possible due to evaporation. We have studied some processes that are a part of water cycle. We learn about water cycle, two processes: evaporation, condensation, and then precipitation that we learn. So water changes during those processes previously. So we have learnt about the processes of dissolving, boiling, melting. They are all the examples of physical change. We learn boiling of water. Boiling of water changes into steam. Okay, then steam, when you cool the steam, steam again changes into water. So evaporation is a physical change, means boiling of water is a physical change. Melting of ice is also a physical change. Then dissolving is also a physical change. So the processes dissolving, melting, boiling, they are all the examples of physical change. Okay, then one activity is given. Which of the following are physical changes and which are chemical? So you have to make a table from a table, and mark it, which is physical change and which is chemical change. So things are given. One is breaking of glass. Breaking of glass is a physical change. It's then burning wood. Burning wood is a chemical change. Making a table from wood is a physical change. Breaking of a glass is physical change. Ripening of tomato is a chemical change. Its total properties are changed. वैसे ripening of mango is also chemical change. Then rusting of iron is also a chemical change. When iron rusted, its oxidation takes place. It forms iron oxide as a rust form, and rusting is a chemical change. Okay, so here we learn about physical change and chemical change. Okay, children, so next video we will continue with new topic. Also, we complete the question answers or exercise. Okay, so here we have to stop